Some of your questions about the Helene response in Western North Carolina. I got a really good one from a viewer named Rhett. Rhett wrote in and said, I have not seen any mention of the condition of the rail systems. Have they been disrupted by washed out roadbeds, landslides, mudslides, things like that? Well, we got some answers for you, Rhett. One of the major railroad companies, Norfolk Southern, reports more than 21,000 feet of track washed away in the floodwaters. Several bridges got damaged as well. WRL's Destiny Patterson did some reporting on this, and she found out losing the railroads could in fact cause a ripple effect, delaying the delivery of goods.
Snarled railroad tracks are ripped from the ground in western North Carolina.
It's heartbreaking to see.
This destruction has wider implications for the industry and the economy. Two major railroad companies transport goods through the area, CSX and Norfolk Southern. CSX carries anything from rolled paper to appliances to food products. Norfolk Southern ships things like construction and farm machinery. They're part of an $80 billion industry that makes up nearly 28% of U.S. freight.
When the railroads are washed out, you can't get those shipments in.
Restoration to Norfolk Southern's AS line from Newport, Tennessee to Asheville is expected to take at least another 3 months. But from Asheville to Old Fort, there's no timeline for restoration at this point. The company says it's had particular difficulty in some portions of the line from Asheville to Black Mountain, describing much of the track completely destroyed.
Unfortunately, that's not something that can be fixed overnight.
The same is true for the CSX railroad from Spruce Pine to Irwin. The company says it doesn't know when the track will reopen. NC State professor Brad Ashbaum calls it a logistical nightmare.
Can that increase delays? Yes. Can it increase costs? Also, yes.
However, he says the industry is equipped to deal with disruptions.
There are ways to go north and around. There are ways to go south and around.
He says the issues are inevitable for the areas directly impacted by Helene.
For the areas inside western North Carolina that are relying on these trains to deliver goods, to any factories, that could be a big impact in terms of not being able to get what they need to run.
As crews work to rebuild, this is just another piece of the larger puzzle of recovery. Destiny Patterson, WRL News.
Thank you to Destiny. Thanks to Rhett for writing in that question. Keep the questions coming. Send me an email to dan@WRL.com. What else do you want to know about the relief effort in the North Carolina mountains? What is the news missing when it comes to this story? Let's talk about it. Tell me what's on your mind. And as always, we will go in depth. So